Let's follow this guy. He knows what's going on. He probably made this path. It's probably his path. Thank you, Mexican man. Oh, we got a green light. Can we make it? Go, 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 go. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Put a turn signal on. There you go. Fuck that do not enter. I'm gonna treat these do not enters the way we did in Thailand, where it's like, see, I'm on a do not enter right now. I'm going the wrong way down the street, but it wasn't marked where I came onto it. I feel like the do not enters don't apply if you're on one of these. Technically, I could just go, but you know, yeah, lights don't apply to you, buddy. You just go right ahead. Is that where I bought my coffee from that one time? The Thailand videos. Why have you been seeing them? What's going on? When the fuck were we in Thailand? Some of y'all weren't there when it happened. My channel's about double in size, so the people that were around back then when I came back will kind of know what was going on, and everyone else is probably fucking thinking they're trying to figure out when the hell was I in Thailand. Basically, a bunch of us motovloggers took a trip to Thailand. But let's back up a little bit and kind of explain what the deal was. So this all kind of started with like the RMC thing, if you guys remember that. I sold RHOK gear, and then we formed this thing called RMC, which was the RHOK Moto Crew. It was just sponsored dudes who rode for RHOK. And the idea behind it was that we would help push each other's channel and help support each other, and then sell gear together, like our own merchandise, like sticker packs and RMC shirts and whatnot. We wanted to raise money to do this crazy ass trip. At the time, we didn't exactly know what it was we were planning on doing. We just knew we wanted to take a crazy trip somewhere. The idea was to get a bunch of motovloggers, dudes together that were like, to all take them somewhere out of their element. So obviously none of us were from Thailand, and it's fucking Thailand. And we're raising some money and stuff to try to help subsidize somewhat of the cost of this trip, at least a little bit. Even if it was only a little bit, which it was. Almost nobody could go from our thing. It only ended up being me, Chris, and Miggs from the RMC. So in the end, we only had a couple guys going. So what we did is we got together with some other guys, and Marinko, owner of RHOK, he got some dudes together, like RidingWithTom. Then Tom had his buddy Nerb who did a lot of videos with him. These were pretty solid guys for doing the videos with. M13, who just coincidentally told me he was planning on going to Thailand already. He's from Taiwan. Everyone always is like, yeah, that's where he's from, right? No, Taiwan, Thailand, huge differences. We're gonna get everyone there who could squeeze out the money and do this crazy trip, and so we did. And this happened summer of 2014. So it's been a year and a half, getting close to 2 years. You know, by August, we got to August, and it would be 2 years in August. Late August, we went. The reason you guys never saw any of that footage right when we came back is, well, we had this idea to make this big, kind of crazy mega video, if you will. We're going to take everyone's footage, cram it all together, and that was going to be the Thailand videos. Like, it's going to be probably 3-4 hours long. I'm really not sure how, because when I edited day one, it was over 30 minutes. I mean, we could have cut more out of it, but God, it would have been tough, you know. There's so much to show there. It's hard to do it, but we were going to cut into this one sort of big movie thing, or perhaps multiple long episodes, and we were going to sell it for $3 or $4 to try to make try to like at least kind of break even, because we put this on. We did this whole thing. I mean, it was a fun trip for us. God, why do I have these weird burp hiccups? Oh, concentrate. We did this. Yeah, it was fun, but none of us really well, maybe a few of us could have afforded it at the time, but most of us were, well, we were doing it for the investment that we assumed we'd be able to make the money back. I mean, it was a great fucking time, but we couldn't exactly afford to just take a Thailand vacation. We kind of squeezed it out and made it work. And that's what we were going to sell it, you know, even if it's just for a few bucks, to try to sort of subsidize that money and make it all work. Well, here's what happened. It's been, like I said, a year and a half, and I've started to release the videos now just on my own. So what happened? One of the things we really hadn't planned on, I guess a good lesson learned now, is how to film and how not to film. Now, we ended up with nearly 2 terabytes of footage, which, to give you a rough idea how many that is, if you took all the videos I have on YouTube right now, all over 700, however many there are, that's barely over 2 terabytes. So imagine taking every video I've ever made, all 700 of them, and trying to make a movie out of that. I had to watch through every one of them and edit it. Oh man, you would blow your fucking brains out. There's a bunch of us that went, right? So we should be able to divide it up and get it done, conquer things and make it happen. Still, even with that, it was pretty huge, man. I tell you this, it took me to go through everybody's footage on just day one and put it together. It took me about 3 weeks, and the days got even harder after that, because the day one stuff, we weren't even really riding yet. Once we all started riding, it gets really crazy. And the problem I found too is, even when I put it together into that 30-minute edit, it becomes a little less personal. It just becomes almost chaotic to watch. So I really wasn't even 100% satisfied with it with 3 weeks worth of work. Like, my first day, I was like, it needs more work, it needs to be better. Life happened to everybody, man. That's what happened. Go figure, right? Pretty much everybody was as busy as a beaver. They were just, everyone was crazy busy, man. I came back and I had a blown knee, which I had to deal with. I could barely sit in a chair and edit these videos. Then I had my knee surgery, which made it even worse. I was having a hard time with that. Then I found out my wife was pregnant and we were having a baby, and I had to start preparing for that and go through rehabilitation for my knee and try to walk again. And about the time that was all getting better, we had an emergency C-section, and I had to spend, what, 2 weeks in the hospital with my baby. And then I became a parent, and then eventually Mr. Mom. I watch the baby while my wife works a normal 40-hour-a-week job. Needless to say, I don't have time, and when I did have time, I still have to bang out YouTube videos. That's still our bread and butter. That's our main source of income, is me making YouTube videos. A year and a half shot by to me like nothing, man, and before I know it, I'm sitting there going, wow, it's been a year and a half, we still haven't put the fucking Thailand videos out, which isn't cool for a lot of reasons. One, it's not cool to you guys that were around when it happened and we're basically been anticipating and waiting. I mean, I couldn't make really any real videos for almost 5 months while my knee was fucking healing. You know, I kind of pulled from some back footage and made shit work for a little while, but you know, you guys stuck with me, and I appreciate that, and I always feel like I owed it to you guys to get the Thailand videos out. We certainly owe it to the Enduro Madness guy, Giles, who owns that shit. That guy put together such a cool tour, and he saved us some money on the thing. I think he took a hit from his own end for the promotion of having a bunch of big name motovloggers go out there and take his tour. You know, at the time I was the biggest, M13 was the second biggest, Tom was out there, he was like, I don't know, at least in the top 4 or 5, I think, I don't know. The other guys were working on it too, but you know, just like me, dude, life has freaking happened to everybody, man. Everyone's been crazy. Nobody's had but a few minutes to work on this thing, and I would honestly guess it's maybe 25% done at best. But the point, it's been a year and a half, it's like, dude, we gotta start putting something out, man. And basically I talked to the guys, it was like, look, I think we owe it to everybody to start uploading the videos. And I had this idea of basically what we'll do is we'll all upload Thailand kind of from our point of view. And if you've been seeing my videos, that's mainly what it is. Now, you've been getting a little perspective here and there from Tom or M or FireGuy, because, you know, it's just little tidbits here and there to kind of help move the video along, as well as anytime that I was dual vlogging with somebody or linked together, paired together with somebody, you know, we figure that would be good to share. But otherwise, I'm mainly focusing on showing it from my point of view, and that kind of goes back to that thing I was saying before, where I felt like the video was almost chaotic watching it, with just everybody's points of views thrown together. It didn't really feel like you were watching a video with Riding with Tom or with FireGuy or Miggs. It just felt like this mashup of just randomness that didn't really, you know, it's almost like the Avengers movies, right? Like, the Avengers movies are, I mean, they're, you know, everyone goes nuts for them, and I mean, I guess I've only really seen the first one, but it's almost so chaotic. Does anybody really get like their time? You know, there's so much happening in there, that a few moments from this guy and that guy and Captain America. I mean, everyone's got little bits, but I mean, it's like, it is cool to see them all together, but you know what I'm saying, where it doesn't feel like a Captain America movie, or it's a weird analogy. Well, no, it's not weird, actually. I think it's a great analogy. But does anybody follow what I'm saying? Please say yes. With that, I feel like this is personalizing it more, and everyone's going to kind of be throwing it out from their point of view now, and well, for free, which at this point, a year and a half later, I feel like trying to charge for it, like, I don't feel like it's like a slap in the face or anything. It's just like, I just feel like people would be a bit annoyed to wait that long and then being told, even if it's just a few bucks, they'd have to pay for it. I think we're doing the best thing we can do now. That's why you're seeing it now. That's why it's so late. That's why it wasn't the mega video it was supposed to be. I want to ask you to do a few things then. First of all, if you ever plan on taking a trip to Thailand, please go and check out Enduro Madness. This is in Pattaya, Thailand. Dude, this guy does a lot more than just Enduro Madness, like Enduro dirt biking and stuff. This guy basically, you can tell him, I'm going to Thailand, these are the things I want to do, or I don't even know what's fun. You could literally do that. You could be like, what do I want to do? I don't know. You tell me. And he'll freaking arrange it all, man. He's a lot more than just a guide who takes you through trails. He does all kinds of things. He also owns a yacht. Took us to an island with monkeys. There's all kinds of crazy shows. Took us quad bike riding. I mean, we did so much shit. Every day was like a crazy mega adventure, and this guy Giles sets it up, man. Please look into Enduro Madness if you're gonna go to Thailand ever. And you should. It's fucking awesome, man. I don't want to live there now. Second thing we want to ask you to do is to go and check out all the other motovloggers that went. Links will be in the description. And subscribe to their channels, man. So check out their content when it comes out. So you can, you know, you can see all these hilarious things. There's so many funny things I want to include as I'm editing through this stuff from other people's perspectives. I'm trying to leave them out because it makes an incentive, right, to go see the shit from their channel. This is something Nerb put on his video, and without really telling me he was going to do it, but it's fine. He basically said, if you do feel like donating money, if you want to help us out, for fuck's sake, because we spend a shit ton of fucking money to do this, since we are giving this away for free now, if you feel so inclined to give a few bucks, I have a donation button. If you leave a donation and then say, just mention Thailand, like, because you can put a note in there, just say Thailand, and I'll know what your purposes are for that, and that money will go to the boys between all of us, and however it needs to be divided up. We have some kind of weird figure on how that's supposed to work somewhere. I don't know, we're going to have to refigure it out. But yeah, if you want to give a few bucks, you know, it's up to you. It's like a free car wash, you know. You don't have to give any money, but you're a dick if you don't. No, it's okay, it's okay. Guy RHOK was there. He helped put together a lot of the stuff and helped do a lot of the planning to make this thing happen and all the communication with everybody. He's a big reason this all happened. So if you're thinking about getting some motorcycle jeans, some gear, I also have his links in the description. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep rolling out Thailand videos. I'm gonna try to do it every Monday or close to Monday, because God knows my life is crazy. Sometimes I don't have any free time, but sometimes videos come out on Tuesday or Wednesday, my bad. But the video of Monday or next to Monday, closest to afterwards of Monday, will be a Thailand video. So this series will be going on for a little while, as it seems like each day is probably at least going to be 2 videos a day, and I was there for 11. I'm sorry, I hit a fucking dog. I didn't want to hit the dog. I tried not to hit the dog. Actually, I really didn't have time to try anything, because by the time I saw him, he was in my wheel. Remember, wide angle view is a little bit more focused than your eye is, so try to keep that in mind. I saw that thing with no time to react. The dog was fine, at least from what we could tell. That thing ran at full sprint. I mean, yes, it could have weird sustained injuries we don't know about, and I can't do anything about it. There's a shit ton of strays out there. This shit happens daily in Asian countries, probably many a times over, and just fucking, you know, it's a shitty thing to happen, man. I fucking love dogs. I've got 2 fucking mutts, a stray, and a fucking, basically a rescue, okay? 2 dogs I didn't buy as puppies, and they weren't full-bred dogs, so, yeah. You tell me about how you're a dog lover and you didn't like seeing that. Bitch! Don't fucking tell me nothing. And if you think I shouldn't have shown it, well, it's what happened, bro. I mean, harden the fuck up, princess. Send some censored ass shit here. Can you imagine the hate that I would have gotten if I didn't show it? It would have been way worse. Yes, it would have. Don't fucking even get off your keyboard. I understand these things better than you. Anyways, Thailand. I hope you freaking love it. Hope you fucking love it, mate. And I'll catch you later. Goodbye, Mr. Bond.